Welcome, I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor, guiding you on your health journey and of course doing it naturally. Today I'm talking about which salt is best. So we know these days we have a lot of different opportunities and different choices to make in choosing the best salt to consume. I have other videos on why salt is really important for our body, so make sure you check that out. But which salt is best? So let's go through some of what is available to us and I'll sort of hint at which ones I prefer. So first of all, we have regular run-of-the-mill table salt, and this is usually highly processed. So this is heavily ground down. You can usually tell by looking at it, it doesn't look like natural salt that you would see in nature. It often has anti-caking agents that are used, things like heavy metals, aluminum can be added into it, and even sugar. So dextrose can be added to the sodium chloride, which is what table salt is. Now they also will add iodine, so if it says iodized on the package, they will add potassium iodide, which again is synthetically made for adding in that extra iodine, because a lot of people of course have an iodine deficiency, and natural salt from the sea will contain some natural iodine. So let's talk now a little bit about sea salt, because that's another alternative that a lot of people like to go in this route. Now the problem with, depending on which sea it comes from, but by its nature sea salt contains other important minerals, so things like potassium, iron. We know that it has calcium and magnesium as well, but again, depending on where it comes from, there could be a contamination issue with sea salt. So it may contain some microplastics, which we know are in the oceans, but also heavy metals, which we know are toxic and have negative impacts on our health as well. So that's something to be aware of. There are some salt mines that are naturally occurring in Utah, which have less of that toxicity concern, and that is a sea salt. Now, Himalayan salt. So it's very interesting if you actually know about the origin of Himalayan salt. It's not from the Himalayas. It is actually from a salt mine in Pakistan. So this is something that, again, a lot of people don't realize this, but Himalayan salt does have a lot of these naturally occurring minerals as well, which is fantastic, and doesn't really have those toxicity concerns as related to, you know, some of the other sea salts and of course the regular table salt. So Himalayan salt is one of the salts that I use personally for my cooking and for my family as well. So that is definitely one of the better ones in my opinion. Now there is also Celtic salt. So again, origins in France and in French cuisine. But Celtic salt, by its nature, has less sodium occurring in it and has more of the other minerals, and that's why it's often sort of a grayish color in pigmentation. It does have more calcium and more magnesium, but less of that sodium. So for people that are needing to actually increase their sodium intake based on their perspiration, their climate, where they live, then Celtic salt may not be the best one to go with. Now I do use some Celtic salt a little bit as well in my cooking, but I tend to go more with the Himalayan salt myself. So I'm curious, you know, today we talked all about which salt is best. I'm curious which salt you like to use. Please drop a comment, or if you've got a question about salt, please put it in the comment section below. Be sure to share this video as well. I appreciate a big thumbs up, and also if you're new here, make sure that you're subscribed. Click that bell to turn on the notifications so that you're always made aware of my newest and latest uploads, which happens every single day of the week. And remember to always take good care of your health and do it naturally. Thanks for watching.